It's good watching, isn't it?
We were talking earlier, he was telling me that he'd like to do a kind of a comic character, and because he looks great on screen and he moves really great, so, you know, who knows? We'll see you out there doing some interesting stuff in the future.
No, it is. You're absolutely right.
A lovely young man.
Yeah. And first of all, I'd like to say thank you for wearing these lovely shoes as well.
Oh.
They really are. These
are my gay shoes.
The Tufter shoes and the lovely matching this furniture.
I'm the flamingo kid.
The flamingo kid. Well, really, you're in huge...
like Chinese shoes, aren't they?
I don't know. I just saw them one day and I said, I gotta have a pair of those. Yeah. So I got them in different colors.
Yeah. Well, you could have worn those as Lando Calrissian, couldn't you?
What?
He's Flash. Lando Calrissian would wear those.
Well, yeah, I think Lando could get away with it.
Yeah. No, so tell us how you got the part.
And with a cape.
Oh, we all have to have a cape. So tell us how you got the part with Lando.
Well, they asked me to do the role. I mean, Irv Kershaw, I met with Irv Kershaw, he came to my house, and we talked about a lot of different things, and we both discovered that we were both interested in Buddhism and Eastern philosophy. And so we struck up a really wonderful relationship, and that's pretty basically how it all happened.
So just a little conversation, and then he chats to you and said, well, look, there's this part, would you like to do it?
Well, you know, in those days I was a big hot and heavy on the movies, so it was a lot easier. I didn't have to go around auditioning and doing things like that.
Well, let's see a clip of the handsome Lando Calrissian, just on your screens here.
Hey! Why you slimy, double-crossing, no-good swindler? You got a lot of guts going here, after what you pulled. How you doing, you old pirate? So good to see you! Well, he seems very friendly.
Yes, very friendly.
What are you doing here? Repairs. I thought you could help me out. What have you done to my ship? Your ship? Hey, remember, you lost her to me fair and square. And how you doing, Chewbacca? You still hanging around with this loser? Hello, what have we here? Welcome, I'm Lando Calrissian. I'm the administrator of this facility. And who might you be?
Leia.
Welcome, Leia. All right. You old smoothie.
Hello, sir. I am C-3PO Human Cyborg Relations. My facilities are at you. Great.
Old smoothie, but you're a young smoothie, really, aren't you? You're just cool. You're the cool guy.
Well, you know, I tried.
Yeah, you try. Yeah. That's funny because I mean I've been in soap operas at home in England many years ago, but you've done quite a few, and I remember the one with you in the Jeffersons, and we actually have a clip of you in that.
Being an old smoothie.
Yeah.
Why are you dressed like that? It's just an ordinary guy. Ain't no need to get all gussied up for him.
You don't want to be hanging around with those sloppy little old men.
Excuse me.
Billy Dee, come on in.
Is Alex here yet?
Alex?
Yes, Alex Haley.
Alex will be here any minute. Come in, Weezy. I'm going to see you in the kitchen in a minute. Hey, Boss, look. Make sure you give out the rush against anything you want.
I mean, this dude is a good likeness, and he's handsome and all that, but he can't fool Billy Dee Williams' #1 fan.
Mr. Jefferson, is Mr. Williams still here?
Oh, no, he ain't, and he never was.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is. I just know who it ain't.
Whoever it is, I mean whoever it ain't. He dropped his wallet in the back seat of the limousine. The driver gave it to me, and I brought it right up immediately.
Now we'll just find out who you are, Mr.
son, let's get going before we get late.
Wait, you I'm going to put on my blue dress. I'll be right back.
Florence, I really have to go. Thank you for being my number one fan.
So, did you pick these clips of this handsome debonair man?
Of
course you did, yes.
You know, I spent so many years in a tuxedo, I couldn't wait to get out of the tuxedo.
Now, of course, being from New York, you're sometimes a method actor, and I'd like to hear your dulcet tones with a bit of Shakespeare now. Can you rustle some of that?
Roll on, thou dark and deep blue ocean, roll.
Next.
Pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers.
Well, you would be here all day, ladies and gentlemen. He has got a wonderful voice, but now is the winter of our discount tents. No, that's wrong, isn't it? No, now is the winter of... it's rather good. Maybe we could practice later on. Now, to change the subject, but something dear to you, some of Billy Dee's artwork. Now, tell us about some of your artwork, and maybe we can put this up on the screen.
Well, I call my artwork abstract reality, and what I mean by that is realist things. Things are there, it's abstract, which gives me a lot of levels to play on. I've done a lot of paintings about music, and self-portrait. Well, I really describe my paintings as self-portraits, really, no matter what the subject matter is.
That's great, that really is. So how long will it take you to
And this character, the character before that is what I call the bon vivant. He's sort of a very elegant kind of a guy traveling through life, you know, just observing things real and absurd.
So how long would it take, or is it just, it doesn't matter?
No, I never think about the time. This one's called, I can't say this on television.
All right, we'll bleep you out.
It really depends. It's hard to say how long a piece takes. You know, you start a piece and then you leave it alone. I usually work about 2 or 3 pieces at the same time.
Yeah, no, that's nice. Actually, talking of, well, you've been very humorous today for us, talking about comedy, let's have a little clip at Robo Chicken.
Listen, what's the beauty of the ship? Not crazy about the name, though.
Oh my gosh, I love Billy Dee Williams so much, and he came in to reprise Lando for us, and it's just so funny. It's so funny.
Here is a unicycle. You can ride it wherever you go.
What? I'm never riding no unicycle.
To the people.
Billy Dee Williams, I think the first time he came in, I don't think he knew he was getting himself into.
He's a little hesitant, a little tentative.
He really got into the role, which you will see from here. I don't give anything away, but he plays Lando. He does a great job.
This deal is getting worse all the time. I made a deal that will keep the Empire out of our affairs forever. So, how we doing? Yeah, the suit. You ever had soup this good?
Yes, on Alderaan.
Hey, princess, let it go. Anyone got a joke?
I've got one. Who's got 2 thumbs and betrayed his best friend? This guy! Too soon? Too soon?
I'm doing 2 more of those next week, by the way.
Oh, really?
For Seth Green.
I'll come out with Billy and do the Boba Fett.
Put Captain Solo in the cargo hold.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wish we had all day. I think we could have gone on all day with this, but please, will you thank you, Billy Dee Williams. before we go, as this is Disney, now we've got to say farewell in true